my front leg and like just kick, just kick, just kick. And my front leg is way more disciplined than it has been. Like it's staying closer to his front foot, and I'm actually stepping on a lot of those kicks because I'm not thinking about it. It's almost like a guarantee whatever I'm focused on, I'm just not going to be able to do. So here's that springboard change of stance. Like you just change your stance as a dodge and then spring off of the floor from where your foot landed as you stepped. It's the same thing as if you like turn your strike into a step.
You have to put your weight on your other
You
foot.
strike immediately as you step down. Here's showing me how this trip actually works. He puts his knee into my thigh, and then he's controlling the arms the whole time. Like he doesn't throw me and like let go of my arms. He basically guides me to the ground. He's like, don't, the word in Thai is ting. Ting means to like throw away. He's like, don't just like toss it on the ground. Like control the person down, because you can actually knee again as they're falling. See how he see how he pushes his knee into my thigh? And then see how he uses his head and his arm to like guide me down, and then he can throw another knee as I'm going. He's like, if you just throw someone on the ground, you get no points as they're going down. Whereas if you guide them on the way down, you can hurt them or get a point on the way down. No.
But he puts the knee into the thigh.
I was trying to control the upper body, but I wasn't paying attention to what my leg in his thigh was doing.
Puts the knee into the thigh.
See how he's controlling my balance by his thigh being on the side of my thigh?
Yeah, no, I'm cool.
See how far away I'm staying from him, and I put my hip back. I need to put my hip into him. Fop! As they're falling, throw that knee. Bong. I had to like retract my leg and like get it out from around him because I didn't step in properly. If I'd stepped in, he would have been falling over my hip rather than me having to pull my hip out of that whole complicated mess in order to land that kick. Here, I'm trying to control my arms a little bit. It's actually distracting me rather than having the effect that I want it to have, which is to have greater control of my kick. So he's like, when my leg is in the air, what can you do? Here, I turn the kick into a step. This is what he worked with me on the other day. And I completely have no idea what he's talking about, what he's asking me to do. So I can turn my block into a teep instead of kicking back. He's basically like, anytime you block, you always kick back, so I know you're going to do it. Instead of kicking back, I can teep him, or I can do this step and shove him and guarantee that my kick is going to land on the other side of it. So instead of just like block, kick, block, kick, block, kick all the time, he's showing me variety. I don't know whose turn it is. So he's showing me what I do all the time. He's always like, you're always just like block, kick. See him jumping around? He's like, don't do this.